All right, so we are here with Cameron Evans. Again, this is ThisKidCanCode. Cameron Evans, who looks very excited, is the recipient of our first ever apprenticeship badge. So the tenderfoot beginner level badge, he just received that today. We're going to talk a little bit about what he did in order to achieve this wonderful certificate. So, Cameron, we've been actually in the apprenticeship for about 5 months now. At the beginning, what did you learn in the beginning? What did we talk about?
We talked about bits and how they were made out of. We talked about bytes and how they were made out of 8 bits.
Yes. So we talked about binary data, is what you're talking about. And if you recall, you learned how to translate the characters of your first name, right, into binary. So those characters, which represent a string, they have a corresponding value in what's called IPSIDIC and ASCII and all that, right? And all those translate to binary. So we talked about binary, then we talked about operating systems. And what are a few types of operating systems?
Windows 8, Mac operating system 10, and Linux.
And Linux, right? Because remember, we had a laptop which did not have an operating system on it. We tried to turn that laptop on and nothing happened because it didn't have an operating system on it, right?
Yes, sir.
So how did we boot it? What did we do?
We inserted a flash drive.
Which had what?
Ubuntu.
Linux Ubuntu. We booted a laptop which did not have an operating system on it. We put in the bootable USB, and voila, we were able to do things with that laptop after that, right?
Yes, sir.
So we also talked about the power on self-test and everything that happens when that computer starts up. And then we started getting into a little bit of application development. We started talking about HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Can you tell us a little bit about HTML and what, as it relates to web pages, what does HTML do?
HTML is hypertext markup language. It is the structure for all web pages.
It provides the structure for all web pages. That is correct. That is 100% correct. And HTML itself, what does CSS do as it relates to web pages?
It
Cascading style sheet. What does the cascading style sheet do?
cascading style sheet. Oh, it's the cascading style sheet targets the web page to style it.
To style it, right? And what do you mean by style it? What does that mean?
It means to give it color.
Yeah, you do the colors. You add colors. You do what?
Provide the font.
You can change the default font size. What else can you do with CSS?
You can also
Can you move things around on the web page, right?
Yes.
Right. You can position things on the web page using CSS, right?
Yes.
Okay. So it provides the style. So do you use cascading style sheet inside of your HTML?
No, sir. It's external.
Oh, it's external. Really?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you can use it internally, but you like to use it external, right?
Yes, sir.
Why is that?
Because it's a lot.
Because that's how I taught you, right? Good, good. So what about JavaScript? Tell me about JavaScript. What does that do as it relates to building a web page?
JavaScript adds event processing, which
It does. It adds event processing to the web page. So tell me about the events that can happen on a web page that will make JavaScript do something for the web page.
a input type, which is button, that could work as a reset button, and that would,
So the reset button would reset all the input elements on that form. Okay, so what else happens, what else can happen as it relates to JavaScript? What else can trigger a JavaScript function? Like a mouse over, can that trigger a JavaScript function?
Yes, sir.
What about when a input text field receives focus? Can that trigger a JavaScript function?
Yes, sir.
All right. So you have done application development with JavaScript to enable all these functions. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Good, good. So I think that's all we want to talk about. This is Cameron Evans, right? He still looks very excited. Cameron Evans, the first ever recipient of the This Kid Can Code apprenticeship tenderfoot beginner level. This is his certificate. Thank you very much, Cameron Evans.
Thank you.